All right, guys, here we go. This is going to be a weird one. So we have to talk about these vocabulary words, recursive and explicit. Now, you guys use explicit equations all the time. So when we're talking explicit, we're talking where if your formula has a straight up n in it or a straight up x in it, then it's explicit. So a sub n equals 3 to the n plus 4. All of those are going to be explicit because you just plug in whatever n is. So if you're trying to find the first one, you would just plug in 1 for n. Okay? So that is explicit. Now recursive, on the other hand, is a little bit strange. Recursive, you can't plug in for n. So what happens is you have a sub n, and then you have another one that has an n minus 1, or sometimes it's an n plus 1 in the subscript. So you notice here in the subscript I have the n. So if I was to try and find, let's say, the fifth term, then this one would be a sub 5 minus 1 plus 4. And that then would be a sub 5 equals a sub 4 plus 4. So what it's saying is that the fifth term is the fourth term plus 4. So in order to figure out the fifth term, I have to know the fourth term. And in order to figure out the sixth term, I have to know the fifth term, and so on. So when you get something like this, when you get a recursive equation like this, you also have to be told one of the terms. And a lot of times they'll tell you a sub 1. So if I tell you a sub 1 equals 1, then if I want to find the fifth term, I have to first write down the first term, and then the second term would be, this would be a 2, so 2 minus 1, a sub 1 equals, you would plug in 1, add 4, you get 5. And then to find the third term, you would plug in a 3 here, and 3 minus 1 is 2, so it's the second term plus 4, so 5 plus 4 is 9. And then you keep on going, you're going to keep on taking the one before it and add 4, you get 13, and that means the fifth term then is 17. So remember, the recursive one, you always have to be told a first term, and then you use terms before it to get to the next one, and that's recursion.